Hello Inquillators, welcome back to my channel, or just a plain welcome if you're new. My name is Victoria, and today I'm going to be talking about playing the villain. So what does it mean, playing the villain? Basically, I'm talking about the trope in stories, whether it's TV or books or movies or whatever, where the romantic lead decides that he's willing to become a monster in order to save the person that he loves. Usually it's a man. I don't think I've ever seen this trope with a woman as playing the villain. Let me know if you have. It's this idea of, I'm willing to be the bad guy or to do the bad thing if it means that you'll be safe, and I don't care if you hate me. I will sacrifice my own integrity for your sake. So on the surface, this does sound quite romantic. You know, it's saying that you are more important than any sort of moral standards I might have. And I don't know, that seems kind of romantic, kind of selfless, but here's what I have a problem with when you actually dig into it. Typically this trope is accompanied by the person not playing the villain being really hurt. So what happens is the romantic male lead will become the monster for her safety, but she ends up hating him as a result. Or she expresses previously, I don't want you to do that, and they do it anyway because they're like, well, as long as you're safe, I don't care. Your love for me and the goodness I feel because of that is less important than your safety. Which again, sounds like an okay thing, except what you're really saying by that is, I don't value your choices. What you're saying is, we're a team, but I'm the captain. I'm thinking especially of Damon in the Vampire Diaries because I've been rewatching that. Now I realize there's a book series which I have not read. I'm just talking about the TV show here. But Damon is presented as this romantic lead and I'm only on season 5, so if he changes even more, I'm sorry, I apologize. But seasons 1 to 5, he's this dark anti-hero, but still at the same time, everyone's rooting for him because he truly does love her underneath, and all of his actions are motivated by love for her, and he's willing to kill people and do horrible things so long as she survives. Except for if you actually know Elena, she would rather not survive if it means that people she loves gets hurt. And so the problem is, as he plays the villain to save her, he's completely disregarding her choices and what she values in life. And so even if it's motivated by love, I think that it's a really twisted kind of love, because it's not selfless at all. It's just saying that I want you to exist in the world regardless of what you actually value in it. It's saying your choices do not matter as much as my choices. You see this a little bit with Rhysand in the ACOTAR series, which you guys know that I love, so know that I'm not hating on him or the series, and I think he definitely improves in the second and third book, but in the first one, when he drugs her against her will, like, we do find out that it's so that she doesn't remember the horrors that she's seen, but at the same time, he's violating her free will. It's not rape, but it's kind of mind rape? I don't know. Even though it's this idea again of I'm playing the villain, but I'm motivated by pure intentions. But I personally think that we are defined by our actions as much as our intentions, and the consequences of our actions as much as those intentions. So in this whole playing the villain situation, they're playing the villain because their intention is loving, but actually they're not playing anymore, they've become the villain, and usually what happens is the protagonist then hates them, but it's all good because they're alive. But is being alive really the whole point of life? I think there's more to it than that. And so if you can't trust anyone you care about, or people that you care about have died because somebody's tried to save you and you didn't want that to happen, I don't think that the villain's intentions are really that pure. Their love is not really selfless, because if it was selfless, if they respected you as a human being on their level, they would respect your choices and your wishes. Your safety would actually be less important than your values. So even though it's supposed to be loving, really what it is their own selfish desire to have you be alive. And it's portrayed as selfless because they say, it doesn't really matter if you hate me, so therefore the love that we have and the happiness it gives me is not relevant. So it's kind of selfless, but actually it's just selfish because it's saying, so long as you're living and breathing, I don't care if you're miserable because you're alive, so I did my job. And that's kind of a dick move, really. So, playing the villain, is it really playing, or are you just a villain? And is it really romantic, or are you a selfish bastard? You know my thoughts, let me know yours in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, I love y'all, bye!